Hello, Jack and Jills. This is Epic Botch with episode 2 of Braid. Today we're just going to go ahead and jump into World 3, Time and Mystery. All those years ago, Tim had left the princess behind. He had kissed her on the neck, picked up his travel bag, and walked out the door. He regrets this to a degree. Now he's journeying to find her again, to show he knows how sad it was, but also to tell her how good it was. For a long time, he thought they had been cultivating the perfect relationship. He had been fiercely protective, reversing all his mistakes so they would not touch her. Likewise, keeping a tight rein on her own mistakes, she always pleased him. But to be fully couched within the comfort of a friend is a mode of existence with severe implications. To please you perfectly, she must understand you perfectly. Thus, you cannot defy her expectations or escape her reach. Her benevolence has circumscribed you, and your life's achievements will not reach beyond the map she has drawn. Tim needed to be non-manipulable. He needed a hope of transcendence. He needed, sometimes, to be immune to the princess's caring touch. Off in the distance, Tim saw a castle where the flags fluttered even when the wind had expired, and the bread in the kitchen is always warm. A little bit of magic. Alright, so we have a new ability. Not really ability, but a new function in the game. The things with green sparkles on them are immune to the princess's touch, or more like, I like to say better, that they're irreversible. So, whoops. Now we'll just reverse time. Now we always have the key with us once we touch it, and that door will now always be unlocked. Now we see that it's applied to clouds, and with this puzzle, I just like to sit on this cloud right here and get it so that the top layer of clouds is equidistant from the bottom layer of clouds. With this puzzle, it's pretty much the same concept, but you had to tap reverse time a little bit more. There we go. And you actually had to do it twice, so. Oops. Shoot, I went back too far. I wanted to do this, which you can pretty much stop time by doing that, which is, I think, a lot easier. Why am I not doing that? We'll just wait for the cloud to come out. Perfect. And we got our second puzzle piece for this world. For this door, I should say. The ground beneath her feet. Alright, now we're going to use this Monstar to get that little key in the area, which we couldn't reach before. It was too small for us. The interesting thing about this particular mechanic here is it kind of makes me think that time doesn't really matter, because if we can just reverse time to bring someone back to life and change the course of events, you know, does that really mean that we exist? Or do our choices really matter? It's an interesting concept. I'm still trying to figure it out. That's one of the things that I really love about Braid, is that I can sit and play it a million times and still be figuring out different concepts or different ways to think about the game. A lot of the puzzles in World 3 often have us, we have to go one place, wait for a little bit, reverse time, and go back to where we were after hitting a switch. I just love the music in this game, and the backgrounds are so gorgeous. Alright, so this is our first instance. That little bunny rabbit that meowed like a cat is called a mimic. They could be very obnoxious, so I always kill them whenever I get the opportunity. Alright, now the immunity is applied to a Monstar, so we gotta get him all the way across without a cannonball hitting him, which is gonna be pretty easy. Ta-da! Whew. Don't worry about it. Oh. Come on. Hopefully this claw will get a lot of them. You just gotta keep moving. It's always really scary when I see that for the first time after playing the game in a while. But oftentimes the cannonballs get them. So we're gonna just... with this puzzle, we had to get the cannonball that's going down horizontal, kind of at an angle. Oh, shoot. Mimic, come here. To hit the cannonballs that are going horizontally. Oh, shoot. I wasn't high. I was too high. I like to use the ladders in this area to help me defeat the mimics because it keeps me from bouncing too high and into a cannonball. And it actually becomes quite a useful skill to have later on. Ooh, there we go. So I didn't even see that, but one of the things with mimics is when they have the sad eyes and they're kind of shivering, they can't hurt you, which is a unique thing to them because every other monster can hurt you. There we go. Oh, shoot. I didn't give myself enough time. You have to leave right when a cannonball passes you, otherwise you won't have time. Alright, moving on. Irreversible. Do not reverse time in this instance. There's a platform that's moving across the screen that if... Oh, shoot. There we go. Hopefully I didn't mess myself up too much by that. Oh, shoot, I did mess up. Alright. That is extremely unfortunate. We'll just go back. That's the nice thing with puzzles like this, is that you can leave the area and come back and it starts the puzzle all over again. So, even just that few reversing time screwed me over. Don't do it as best you can. Just let the platform slide all the way across, and then once that vertical platform goes all the way up past it, you're safe. Alright, let's get this puzzle piece right here. Nope, I have to wait a little bit more. Sorry guys, I'm pretty impatient sometimes. There we go. Let's get this mimic right here. He makes things very painful when you're trying to go back up this ladder. Do not feel bad if you don't get this puzzle the first time. It is obnoxious. The first part is easy. It's this part that's more difficult. You'll be tempted to grab that key right there. Don't do it. You're gonna jump down here, reverse time, and open up this door. And then it's basically like the puzzle up on the first level. Where we'll get rid of this door, reverse time, and get the second door. Now don't reverse time so much that you open up this door again, otherwise you have to come back for the puzzle piece. Again, fun, jerky placement of mimics. But, you know, if you know they're there, they're pretty easy to counter. Alright, you will not be able to get this key if you try to reverse time and beat the monster to it. You have quite literally have to kill yourself to get it. Alright, so here is our first instance of a boss. His health is indicated by the boxes on the top, which are very colorful, picturesque health bars. And his crown, actually, there we go, actually indicates it too. Oh, that is really cool. I've never done that before where I've effectively hit him twice. That is... Wow. That is something I'm going to have to play with more. Alright, oops. Now we just have one more. He's pretty easy to move around. And he'll kind of chase you. You just gotta get a feeling for how to make him move. There we go! Alright, there is no puzzle piece in this one. I almost had a minor freak out. Oh, this puzzle. Do not worry about that platform coming down right there. You won't be able to get it at this point in time. This, I have to say, is the level that really makes me think that perhaps Braid isn't linear in how the story works, which will technically do this part second, and then we'll get the second half of the level done first. Oh shoot, did I... Oh! I messed up. I should have waited here a few seconds and then gone over. I wasn't thinking about that. Alright, now the platform should be over. We'll just do it again. Just a time-saving technique to do it all in one go. Now we'll reverse time real quickly. Wait for the platform to come back and get that puzzle piece up there. Which, as you can see, that puzzle piece is, no matter how much we reverse time, it will always be there. We always have it now. One thing that I didn't talk about in the first level, it's, this World 2, I should say. It's a mechanic that I haven't really gotten the hang of. I don't use it very often. But after you reverse time, as long as you don't take your fingers off the shift key, you can fast forward time too. There are certain situations where that's useful, but I find that my gameplay, the way I play Braid, I don't need it that often, except for the situations where you really do need to be able to use it. Oh man. There we go. Alright, so this flips up a platform that we are going to drop down on. And now we're going to reverse time all the way. We are now irreversible at this point in time. And we're going to wait until that vertical platform goes all the way up. Alright, we are now at the beginning of the level. So, and this is what I was talking about. We're technically doing the second part of the level first because we could not have completed this before or after getting the first half puzzle piece. Alright, and that is the end of World 3. Wow, that was very strange. Oh, the princess? Princess who? She must be in another castle. Alright, Jack and Jills. So here's another thing that makes me think non-linear. We could either do World 5 or World 4 next. And I think we'll do World 5 next. Thank you all for joining me for this episode of Braid. If you liked it, go ahead and give me a thumbs up. If not, I hope you stay around and I can change your mind. Have a great day.